Hello everyone, and welcome to the World War Photography channel. Today, in the first episode of our World War II series, we'll explore what the world was like before the war. Don't forget to subscribe to support our work. It truly means a lot to us. Adolf Hitler, age 35, photographed on December 20th, 1924, after his release from Landsberg prison. Convicted of treason for the 1923 Beer Hall Putsch, he had just finished dictating Mein Kampf to Rudolf Hess. 8 years later, in 1933, he would become Chancellor of Germany. A Japanese soldier guards a section of the Great Wall of China in 1937 during the Second Sino-Japanese War. Although tensions between Japan and China had simmered since 1931, full-scale conflict erupted in 1937. Japanese aircraft execute a bombing run over targets in China in 1937, marking a significant escalation in the Second Sino-Japanese War. The bombings caused widespread devastation and civilian casualties. Japanese soldiers engage in intense street fighting in Shanghai, China, in 1937 during the Battle of Shanghai. Spanning from August to November, the battle involved nearly 1 million troops and led to over 150,000 combined casualties before the city fell to Japanese forces. The first images of Japanese troops occupying Peiping on August 13, 1937, show soldiers marching under the Rising Sun banner through Chenmen, the main gate to the Tartar city and the Forbidden City. Nearby, the American embassy became a refuge for US residents during the height of Sino-Japanese hostilities. Chinese General Chiang Kai-shek, leader of the Nanking government, is pictured with General Lung Yun, chairman of the Yunnan provincial government, in Nanking on June 27, 1936. Buddhist priests from the Big Asakusa Temple in Tokyo, Japan, wear gas masks during training for aerial attacks on May 30, 1936, as tensions of the Second Sino-Japanese War escalate. Italian fascist leader Benito Mussolini stands with party members in Rome on October 28, 1922, after the March on Rome. This act of intimidation by fascist blackshirts led King Victor Emmanuel III to invite Mussolini to form a government, paving the way for his dictatorship. 4 Italian soldiers take aim in Ethiopia during the Second Italo-Abyssinian War in 1935. Under Mussolini's orders, Italy invaded and annexed Ethiopia, merging it with Eritrea to form the colony of Italian East Africa. Italian troops hoist their flag over Mekelle, Ethiopia, in 1935. Despite Emperor Haile Selassie's pleas to the League of Nations, no significant aid was offered, allowing Italy to proceed unchecked in its East African conquest. In Spain, on June 2, 1937, Loyalist soldiers instruct women in target practice as they prepare to defend Barcelona against the fascist rebel troops of General Francisco Franco during the Spanish Civil War. On March 19, 1938, in Madrid, Spain, an explosion under the 5-story Casablanca building killed 300 fascist insurgents. Government loyalists had tunneled 600 yards over 6 months to plant the landmine that triggered the blast. On September 12, 1936, in Burgos, Spain, an insurgent fighter throws a hand grenade over a barbed wire fence towards loyalist soldiers who are firing machine guns in response. On May 30, 1939, German-made Stuka dive bombers from the Condor Legion fly over Spain during the Spanish Civil War. The black and white X on their tails represents Franco's nationalist air force. On December 9, 1936, families seek shelter underground on a Madrid subway platform as bombs fall from Franco's rebel aircraft. In 1938, Franco's nationalist air force carried out aerial bombings on Barcelona, marking some of the earliest use of terror bombing techniques on civilian targets during the Spanish Civil War. After an aerial attack on Madrid by 16 rebel planes from Tetuan, Spanish Morocco, on January 8, 1937, women, fearing for their loved ones trapped in the ruins, anxiously await news. Their expressions reflect the immense suffering of civilians caught in the Civil War. A Spanish rebel who surrendered is escorted to a summary court-martial on July 27, 1936, in Madrid, Spain, while Popular Front volunteers and civil guards jeer at him. On December 30, 1936, a fascist machine gun squad, supported by skilled riflemen, defends a position along the rugged Huesca front in northern Spain. On September 3, 1939, President Franklin D. Roosevelt pledged U.S. neutrality in a radio address, following Congress's Neutrality Acts. Rita Khan drives an ambulance in Los Angeles on September 18, 1937, part of the Hollywood Caravan to Spain, raising funds to support Spanish democracy during the Civil War. Two American Nazis stand in the doorway of their New York City office on April 1, 1932, when the headquarters opened. The NSDAP refers to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. A peaceful ranch in Boise City, Oklahoma, is about to be engulfed by a massive dust cloud during the Dust Bowl on April 15, 1935. Severe drought, poor farming practices, and storms turned millions of acres of farmland barren. Florence Thompson and her 3 children, captured in the iconic Migrant Mother photograph, taken by Dorothea Lange in early 1936 in Nipomo, California. This image became a symbol of hardship during the Great Depression. The Hindenburg Zeppelin passes the Empire State Building over Manhattan on August 8, 1936, en route to Lakehurst, New Jersey. It would tragically explode in a fireball over Lakehurst on May 6, 1937. On March 16, 1938, 2,000 volunteers in Birmingham participated in England's largest gas attack readiness drill. These firemen were fully equipped, from rubber boots to gas masks, for the mock gas invasion. On June 14, 1934, Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini greeted each other at an airfield in Venice, Italy. Mussolini's fascists staged a display for Hitler, but little information was revealed about their private discussions. In March 1933, 4 Nazi troops sang in front of the Berlin Woolworth-Commerce store as part of a movement to boycott Jewish presence in Germany. The Nazi regime believed the Woolworth Company founder was Jewish. At the Berlin Radio Exhibition on August 19, 1932, the Nazi booth showcased propaganda for the Nazi gramophone industry, which produced records solely promoting the National Socialist movement. On September 11, 1935, in Nuremberg, Germany, thousands of young men gathered to listen to Adolf Hitler, Reichsführer, as he addressed the National Socialist Party convention. On November 9, 1933, Adolf Hitler is seen riding through the streets of Munich, Germany, as he is cheered by crowds celebrating the 10th anniversary of the National Socialist movement. On August 27, 1933, members of the Hitler Youth honor an unknown soldier by forming a swastika symbol in Germany. On October 4, 1935, the German army showcased its strength at the nationwide Harvest Festival in Bückeburg, near Hanover. Hundreds of tanks were lined up for the demonstration, marking a defiance of the Treaty of Versailles as Germany rapidly rearmed after Hitler's rise to power in 1933. On July 9, 1932, thousands of Germans gathered in Berlin for the Great National Socialist Meeting, a significant event reflecting the growing influence of the Nazi Party in Germany. On February 24, 1936, a group of German girls lined up in Berlin to learn musical culture as part of the Nazi youth movement's efforts to promote Nazi ideology and discipline among the youth. On September 10, 1935, the Nazi Party convention took place in Nuremberg, Germany, showcasing the growing influence and power of Adolf Hitler and the National Socialist Party. On August 11, 1936, Jesse Owens of the United States saluted after winning the gold medal in the long jump at the Berlin Olympics, defeating Nazi Germany's Lutz Long, who placed second. Owens went on to win 4 gold medals, making history as the first athlete to achieve such a feat in a single Olympic Games. On September 24, 1938, British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain returned to London after meeting with Adolf Hitler in Germany. He brought with him the terms of the Munich Agreement, which allowed Germany to annex Czechoslovakia's Sudetenland in an act of appeasement, aiming to avoid war. On April 30, 1938, members of the Nazi youth in Salzburg, Austria, took part in the public burning of books. These books, deemed un-German or Jewish Marxist, were condemned by the Nazi regime as part of their campaign to suppress ideas and literature considered harmful to their ideology. On September 8, 1938, Nuremberg, Germany, hosted a Day of Community event, where mass gymnastics demonstrations were a prominent feature. Adolf Hitler observed these large-scale displays, which took place at the Zeppelin Field, showcasing the power and unity of the Nazi regime. On November 10, 1938, during Kristallnacht, Jewish-owned shops in Berlin were destroyed by SA stormtroopers and civilians, leaving streets covered in broken glass. 91 Jews were killed, and 30,000 Jewish men were arrested. On August 13, 1939, the Rheinmetall Borsig factory in Düsseldorf produced gun barrels. German factories quickly scaled up, eventually building over 25,000 fighter planes in 1944. On March 14, 1938 in Vienna, a workman installs a new nameplate, renaming a city square Adolf Hitler Place as Austria prepares for Hitler's arrival. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.